Sorry, y'all. I'm eating my pudding. How's it going? Welcome, Kaz. Justin, welcome in. This is going to be probably a minimal brain power stream. My brain wants to go to sleep right now. So, we'll see what we get done today. It's, you know, smooth brain stream, exactly. It's been one of those days. It's been going good, Justin, overall. How have you been? I wonder if any of the ASMR pudding sounds are coming through the microphone. Probably not much. Some of that probably is. We just got back in from our walk, taking my dog out, so. I made something that we call cheeseburger macaroni. It's essentially mac and cheese to a degree, but it's got, normally has ground beef in it. We usually put ground chicken and stuff. And then it's got Italian diced tomatoes, plus a bunch of seasoning. So it's pretty good. But we had that before, and then we came back and like, I want pudding. I don't know why, but I want pudding. My snooze button is back. This is incredible. There's a little button, you all can't see, but there's a little button. Like there's a little thing that pops up at the top of the chat for me for like incoming ad break, which by the way, technically this is supposed to be ads in like 30 seconds. So beware. But there's a button to be able to snooze the ads, and that has been grayed out for like 3 weeks now, and it's finally back, and it's amazing. It sounds good. Sounds good, Kaz. So I was focusing on making money for my part-time job, focusing on exams. Nice. Hopefully that's going well. Hopefully the exams go well, or have been going well, or will go well. One of those. Where are we at? Ooh, ad break. Although you may not be getting any ads right now. I do this at the very beginning of the stream, just because there's not normally a whole ton of people at the very beginning of the stream, and it gives like basically 30 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay. No ad gameplay after the first like 5 minutes. So I think it's cool. I just need to clear my head. Is my bot on? It is not on. Connect. You monster. My bot. I'm yelling at my bot right now. There we go. Streamer client connected. Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna transition screens now. Ad break is almost over, but again, probably very few, if any of you, are getting ads right now. Fingers crossed. We should probably repair my Elytra. I might go over to the mob farm quickly. Go do that. Abric should be over. Should be over by now, by the way. Exams have not been going well, but thanks for the support. Oof. No problem, but oof. Or as I tell people now, oofies. Do a little bit of this repair. Yeah, just vibing, just vibing. Appreciate that. Again, it's gonna be one of those, you know. Definitely. I mean, I'm not high octane anyways, but it's definitely gonna be a little more laid back, probably even than normal. My brain is. It's one of those things where, well, it's been one of those. Well, it's been a couple of weeks, but it's been one of those couple of weeks where my brain is all over the place, doing 5 million things at once. And today just kind of hit a point. I'm like, okay, this is not working. There we go. Large part because I did a lot of like troubleshooting stuff today for work, so. When things mysteriously stop working, you know, you have to investigate the issue. We do actually need more rockets while we're here as well. Let's go to sleep. We're almost at, you'll see on the screen, we're almost at 3,600 days. We're like 4 away. About to be 3 away. Kind of screwed an exam. It's got like 150 out of 650 marks. Not going well. Rip. Did you just not study much for it, or was it that hard? Because I've definitely been in situations where I've had very difficult exams coming out, you know, getting like 40%. I've had those and somehow still passed classes, but miracles happen, you know. There we go. Can I? Hello? Oh, I have to drop over here. That's right. Ooh. We got 6 hours for one exam, and I was running on, no joke, 30, maybe 40 minutes of sleep. And 4 monsters, yeah, that would do it. There comes a point, you know, when I was in college, there was this big, like, oh, you know, you gotta study, but there was also a certain level of, like, you also gotta make sure you get sleep. You can study as much as you want, but make sure the night before you get good sleep. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to do well. Because a lot of people will try to cram basically the night before, and so they'd stay up till 3 a.m. for an 8 a.m. exam. But they try to stay up all night, or try to stay up, you know, until 5 a.m. It's like your brain does a lot better when it has it. Ow. Your brain does a lot better when it has an adequate amount of sleep. Which definitely, as in a full-fledged adult, quote unquote. Oh, that's a witch. I can attest to that. Like, there are a number of problems that if I just literally sleep on it, I'll figure it out the next day. You know, it's like, oh, I was just too tired that day to figure out what was wrong. So. Yeah, kind of mix up some materials, so kind of mislearned, so user error. Yeah, I mean, that happens too. I had some exams where like I either didn't study it enough, or I thought I studied enough and I didn't. I was studying the wrong things, or I was like convincing myself that, yeah, I've done enough, and I hadn't. I mean, to be fair, like I never really studied that much. Even in college, like, you know, I put some effort into it, but there were definitely other people who put a lot more effort into things, so. I did a lot of the basics, I guess. Let's see, I got some paper here. I think if we do this, I want to make some more rockets before we leave. That'll keep us going for a little bit. So, those of you who missed, hey Mishi, how's it going? Good to see you. How you been? Those of you who missed last stream, so we've been working in the Nether for a while now. I think I did a little bit of that last stream, but I came over here to the overworld and we started doing some planning. So like this gate has been here for a while, and this music is loud in my ears. Thank you. We've been working on this gate, or this castle and stuff for a while. But I put in this pathway on Saturday. Sorry, Sunday. Brain not working. Sunday, we put in this pathway, which I think turned out pretty well. And I started marking off where I want certain things to go. So we're gonna make this our tree farm over here inside the mountain. We want a bridge to it here. I flew down here as well. You can tell where I marked some pathways here. So I didn't put a sign. Oh, because I didn't want to put one here. Yeah, that's right. I don't know what we're gonna do here actually. May not do anything here. I forgot about this part. You know what? We can keep it here. I don't know what we're actually gonna do with that. It'd be kind of cool to put something in the middle here, I guess. We're gonna put a bridge here. I'm probably gonna get rid of that middle thing right there, but put a bridge here to that, where the iron golem's at. There's a section down here. I want to pop out this area, do a little bridge to this island, and that's just bridge. We're gonna do a bridge from here to there. We're gonna bridge from here to there, all the way over to here. So we were talking about farms, we were making plans, making pathways. So I'm thinking today we're gonna do a little more of that. Oh, I really need to fill this in though. Oh my. Different day. Or maybe later today, I don't know. But I do want to work on some of these pathways here. So this would be the easy one here. And then we can maybe talk about or start planning out some of these other ones. I did a little bit of terraforming over there, which I think looks okay now. Things like that. So we did a little bit of work here trying to plan some things out, and we're gonna, I think, expand upon some of that today. I might go back in the Nether and do a little bit more, which I should actually probably go explore there real quick and see if there is anything I want to, because I'm also thinking like maybe I'll start in the Nether today. I don't know. Aerodynamics, yep. Aerodynamics. Those lectures just not understanding anything. Yep. It's hard. Don't envy you there. I was a engineering major. Computer engineering major. I didn't go into the aerospace or mechanical fields or ocean fields. A lot of similar stuff between there. So I didn't have like those kinds of classes, which are their own level of difficult. I had some of the more electrical engineering courses, which are also their own level of difficult. I watched streams in a few years. I've been good. How about you? I'm good. Glad you're doing good. Yeah, you know, tired as always, but overall doing pretty good. So I will show this for some of you who haven't seen it. We've been spending, I think it's been the last 9 months, a little bit off and on, clearing out this. So you can't actually see it because of the fog. Well, you can kind of see it, but we're building our whole big wither skeleton farm perimeter right here. We're at a point, I'm building up these walls to kind of help us, but we're at a point where got a few sections of wall left. We've got a few of these sections that are in the air here to dig out. But we're getting closer and closer to a point where we can start phase 2. So phase 1 of this is just kind of clearing out the middle. This is our wither skeleton farm, by the way, powered by wither roses. Phase 1 is clearing out like most of this stuff in the normal nether. Go up to basically a ceiling level, go down to lava kind of thing. Up to there, down to there. Down to there. Oh my gosh. So we're almost to the end of phase 1. Phase 2 is going to be clearing out all the lava and digging out everything down to bedrock. And then phase 3 is going to be digging everything here all the way up to that bedrock. So, you know, it's a multi-year project, but got some good returns from it already. Yes, we've been in this, it is the same world. We've been in this world now for almost 5.5 years. Next month will be 5.5. Because I started February of 2021. So, yep. So with the skeleton farm, thankfully works pretty well. We've been slowly gathering up. So here it is. Slowly gathering up. We're at close to 6 stacks of skulls now. Plus all the beacons I already have. So we're doing pretty well on that front. Oh, there's a skull. There we go. At this point, I'm just trying to pass and make it to next year, yeah? We had a... it's not entirely true what I'm about to say, but we had a phrase in college that was C's get degrees, which basically meant as long as you can pass the class, make it to next year, you know, you will get a degree. It helped people get through some of the rougher times, I would say. Because I had my fair share of C's in classes. So. Grab some more rockets. I think I had 3 or 4 C's over college. I didn't have a ton, but there were definitely moments I did not think I was going to pass. And I ended up passing, thankfully. You do just enough work, do just well enough. I'm gonna go back to the overworld. I think I'm gonna work on some paths there, by the way. So that's what we're gonna do next. You do just well enough to make sure you get through the classes that are the hardest, and then you try to excel at the ones that you're good at. I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3. all 3 of my C courses were all electrical engineering courses. I was not good at that. I was good enough to pass, but I wasn't good enough to be very good at it. So my A's were more in like the, especially I got later in college, like a lot of the programming, computer science as courses. So I'm a software engineer now, so it kind of helped push me that way. Like, well, I'm definitely better at that than I am at electrical engineering, and I liked it more. You know, you kind of figure out what you like more as well. Go to sleep. Bedtime. Sleep in my bed. I struggle tomorrow, not just because I learned about moving to the U.S. for reasons, you know, so have to figure out how to transfer schools, universities. Oof. Yeah, it'll be a bit of a transition. But, I mean, it's doable, but it'll definitely be a bit of a transition. There are plenty of great universities and colleges and whatnot in the U.S. anyways. I always found it funny. Well, not before college, but when I was in college and then after college, you kind of look back on it and you realize, like, it's very big in America for people to like apply to a number of schools and have like their dream school and things like that, which is cool and all. That's great. But a lot of the schools are you get a very similar level of education to a degree. It's more like what college you go to in the US more is what opens up different opportunities for you rather than the education itself. So a number of the universities they'll give you the skills that you need for whatever it is that you're studying. As long as it's accredited and has a decent enough program in what you want to do. But like I had friends who like, well, not really friends, but classmates who went to like Yale, Cornell. I had a friend who got into Columbia. He ended up not going to Columbia, but several I remember at least one I remember going to NYU. We didn't have any like MIT and Harvard people, but I think Yale is probably the closest. Yale and Cornell are the two big ones. Which was great for them. I mean, they got great educations at great schools. But I've even found it in like my working environment that the school you went to like matters a lot less than people think it does. As long as you have the skills that are needed for that career, it matters less. It's more about like the connections basically than anything else. We're gonna grab our blocks and we're gonna go here in the middle. I was eyeing this up earlier. Italy to Florida. If friend in Florida, so you have to pay a lot of rent. Fair. That's good. Not having to pay a bunch of housing costs is good. Save some money there. You know, not to say that there aren't like good schools or that there aren't like not good schools. There are some schools that are not good, but people worry about it. At least in the US, people worry about it a little too much. They kind of latch onto like the vision of themselves at that school versus what that school can do for them, kind of thing. I want some cobble and I want some andesite. Is this all cobble? Where'd all this cobble come from? I didn't think I had this much cobble. Recruiting wise, we don't really look at prestige of school. We do kind of look at GPA at times. Well, I actually don't know where I currently work because I don't do any hiring. But one of the places I did work at, when I did help with some of the hiring, we didn't really look at like school. We more so looked at your curriculum and how well you did in those classes, basically. The classes that we cared about, because like if you didn't do well in like a more like humanities kind of class, being an engineer, we didn't care. But if you didn't do well in your intro to programming class, that would be a pretty major problem. So if it didn't correct later. Where I work now is so special. Oh my gosh, there's so many clouds here. Can I turn them off? Whoop! Let's not hit that. That was my pudding cup. Let's not do that. Turn the clouds off for now. I forget what I was saying now. Actually probably want to do that. Oh, I guess you're American. I've heard Florida's crazy, but I want to hear from you. Is it really? Oh, there are aspects of it. I've only been to Florida a couple of times, and I was a really little kid. I mean, it definitely has a reputation in America of being something special. I'll try this and see if this works the way I want it to. But, I mean, every state, there's parts of it that are great and there are parts of it that aren't. Every state is basically like its own little country in a lot of ways. So it's, you know, it's got plenty of good and plenty of bad. I live in Maryland, and you know, Maryland has its own issues, things people don't like about it. Not as much as some other states, but the biggest thing that's an issue here is like cost of living, basically. People always complain about the cost of living because it's a higher cost of living state. That being said, it's also one of the highest earning states in terms of like what people actually make. So kind of just straight edges right now, which I don't like a ton. Right, it kind of looks right now. I really want to go off this way. For some reason, I really just want to come over to here. I wonder if I want like an elytra ledge. What I could actually do instead of doing that, ooh, I got a great idea. I'm gonna go this way. Because what I want to do up there, I didn't explain it earlier, but I want to put a little Elytra ledge kind of thing right there. We can maybe prototype that right here. That's starting about 4 minutes, by the way. This is your heads up. Texas is huge, yeah. It's a huge landmass. And you've got California. California is one of the, definitely a top 10 economy in the world. Last I remembered. You know, so like some of the states are, they very much function and are the size of countries in other parts of the world. I'm gonna do that, I think. I kind of want to do like a birch landing strip right here. It's kind of why I left this where it's at. It doesn't have to be anything major, right? But I wanted something. I want it to be something that. We'll do something like that. I almost feel like doing a. No, we can maybe do that. I don't like the deep slate though. I almost thought of just doing like a straight up wood, straight up bark, not bark block, but regular log setup. I have a feeling I want to make this more like this. We need some dirt though. Some dirt. Or some grass or something like that. You still have your pool with named fish? Oh, do I have a pool with named fish? Do I? Why does that sound familiar? I named fish at some point. I just don't remember if I have one here. I feel like that was a different world. Or like a server or something. I don't remember though. I thought I named fish. It wasn't a pool, but it was a this may not be what you're talking about. But when I played on 240p, I feel like because I made a little like storage tunnel there. This was a long time ago. This would have been 2018, 2019 ish. I think it was in a cave. It might have been that because it was kind of a ravine-ish thing where I had like a platform of it and I had water underneath of it. It was my storage. Call it a storage ravine. I'm trying to remember what I actually called it. Alright, we need the stuff over here. But if it was that would have been 240p, the 240p server. It's a long time ago now. Ad break, ad break. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with an ad break? There we go. It's not a terrible road here. I do wonder if it's what I want it to be, but I wonder if I could take a section out of here. That would be interesting. Nope. It's not what I wanted. Get rid of the podzol. We want to replace this with grass for sure. I was growing some trees here. Some 2x2 spruce trees, which is why we have the podzol. That's why it grew here. Praise Steve. Definitely need some kind of border there. Ad break is over. Welcome back. If you had any ads, I hope you had some good ads, or at least some passable ads. Make a little cliff here. Go straight across here, I think. Was born in South Africa, raised in Italy, moved to America. It's done south, north, and now going to the west. When will I decide to go east, I wonder? Plenty of time left to go east. You know, speaking of east, Japan has kind of become the YouTuber retirement home. A lot of content creators go there now when they're done. When they've decided they've had it. I'll terraform this a little bit, but I at least want to add a bit of a border here. We have plenty of grass, so I don't mind using it up. Bit of a landing strip right here, not bad. This is Bridge to Iron Golem. Yeah, many years ago, I think I had a fish with my name on it. Yeah, that rings a bell. I think it was in that world. I don't think I have a download of it, though, unfortunately. That would have been 240p season 1. Started in 2018 and I left in 2019. Yeah, I only have Afterlife downloads on this computer. I believe I had a 240p download at some point. That was a while ago. Unfortunately. But yeah, praise Steve, praise Steve. Steve is, I think, over, well, Steve Jr., I should say. OG Steve is in the other world. The original hardcore world. Steve Jr. is right here. You're interesting to have in here. Steve Jr. is right here. And then original Steve, OG Steve, is right here. Side of a cliff. Home of the amazing Steve. Praise Steve. Hi, Steve. Steve the cow. I think it wasn't in this world, was it? That we had a... This is... I died in this world, and so this is just... Ooh, that's actually quite nice texturing right there. So I'm in creative in this world because I died in it. This is the original amplified hardcore world. Did I put fish down here? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. This was the original mine shaft in hardcore. Still a big fan of this. think it turned out really well. The idea came together quite well. Nothing you watched since 2021, so yeah, it must have been 240p. That would make sense. You remember this? Yeah, this was the I started this world in 2020. Then I died in this towards the beginning of 2021. I think it was January, because then I started season 2 in 2021 in February. There's the world that had the floating ice cream cone. Man, I can't believe what this started though. I spawned over here in this world. It's right in this area, I believe. Because I climbed. I doubt we could even find it. But I climbed up this mountain the first night, and it was the wrong decision. The absolute... Oh no, it's right here. This was my first hidey hole in this world. As you can tell, literally a hidey hole. 3x5 room. I climbed up this entire mountain though, just to climb all the way back down to the next day, and I think I spawned on this island right here, or over on this island, something like that. I was saying this, I think Sunday, but I spent about 800 days in this world. Actually, we can probably... No, it's just day 7 because something got corrupted probably. I have downloads of this in other places. I spent 800 days in this world, I believe. The current world is almost at 8 times that. It's wild to think about. Definitely very proud of all this. It's almost like right here we might want to have a tree of some kind, but we'll see. Put it over there. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Such a weird entrance here, I feel like. We could create an area over here where we could staircase up. I don't know if I really want to do that, but we could. It's a hole. I don't think we want to do anything over here. So we built that. There's more we could probably do here, but... Oh, that's right. We wanted to build this little cliff thingy here. Let me put some of this stuff away. I should have some wood up here. Wood, 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 wood. I think it is right there. Do I want oak fences? I don't know. Oak fences seem like an okay border, but they're also just so unoriginal. What do they do down here? Don't need fences down here. I don't think I do. I had to have fences. Oh, I used oak fences for the pens. And I put brick and granite walls for a lot of the other stuff. Hello, cave. don't know if this lightning rod still works, or if I need to. Ah, it's rusted. So the rusty one over there. Forgot to put these lightning rods. These houses. I don't have beeswax to stop them from oxidizing, but we can right click. Got all the beacon effects over here too, which is awesome. I love all the beacon effects. The more beacons, the merrier, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, we got those, I think. Why did I put a lightning rod on this? This is one of my more recent builds. This is the egg farm. You apparently oxidized. It's good to know. I bet this is in like a different chunk, huh? Wait, where is it at? Why can't I find the chunk thing? Oh, it's right there. Maybe that's a block thing. It's all the same chunk. Maybe this isn't loading in for some reason, I don't know. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've grown into my style. I feel like this is a very generic style. It's just more, it looks better in mass. Especially these house styles look better in mass than they do standalone. Yeah, especially in this world, I've been trying to use the blocks I have on me in the particular biome a lot more. Kind of lends itself to a certain color palette if you do that, which is cool. Bada bing, bada boom. Love my little gate here. There's a daylight sensor here. I don't think there's one out here. There's a daylight sensor here. That whether it's day or night, if it's nighttime, it'll bring this up. If it's daytime, it'll bring this down. Little redstone. I've gotten better at redstone over the last couple of years, which is nice. Enables me to do more. Alright, so we got all this stuff on us. We wanted our logs. I mostly wanted to look into over here. So let's set these down. It's definitely interesting. But I wanted to see if I did this. Can I? Let's see. I got birch logs on me. Don't fall. I want to do something like that. Potentially. We'll add supports. I'm trying to think from a Elytra perspective. I think there's enough room. I think it is anyways. Wondering here. I want to do... Oh, not that. I want to do that. I like having these kind of weird patterns in the floor sometimes. Keeps it interesting. Yeah, we could totally do that. So we could replace this with a not daylight sensor. One of those things, redstone lamp. Actually, probably can get one right now. I keep a redstone box for this kind of thing. Boom. Don't know how I feel. Ooh, we could totally do that. I'm thinking of another idea now. That's kind of cute. Let's see. That could work. That could work. If we're gonna do that though, this needs to be this. This needs to be this. And this might need to be a slab like that. Yeah, that's definitely better. That's 100% better. So if we have that, right, I know what I need. I know what I need. Come here. Are you Bert or are you Ernie? You're Ernie. I don't have Bert yet. But I have two happy cats, Bert and Ernie. You're very slow, buddy, but I still like you. You're still great. I have an idea. Will I like said idea? I don't know, but I have an idea. Okay. Full of ideas. All right. We do that and that. I'm not gonna like that, am I? I do want, ooh. We wanted to do this. Yes, that's right. That's beautiful. We love that. That's fantastic. It's amazing. That's not what I wanted, but thank you. Just make some slabs. Looks like a little landing strip there. Do we like fences? Do we like fences? I think we like fences. I think fences are good. I think we're big fans of fences. From this side, that's actually quite nice. Actually, don't mind that. From this side, I don't know. Oh, hi, buddy. I think if we do that, we probably also want to extend it down a little bit. Make it look a little more built in. Whoop. No! That's not what that's supposed to be. That's not right. Fixed it. Hello, friend. So it's built in a little bit. I feel like it does need some level of support still. Which is where I need Where you at, buddy? Where'd you go? Up here? Hello, my friend. We need you. Because I think what I want... that. Let's put the grass. Whoa. It's too far out. It needs to come up sooner. Or it's too... it's too short. What if we got rid of you? And instead of you, just put a... no! Put a slab there. And then here... not gonna be able to do this. That looks cool from the underside, but from the... I don't know. I keep dismounting. This is definitely too far out. This is not gonna work. I think it's also too far down as part of its problem. Like if I were to actually do that, came up to here. See, it's still too bulky. It doesn't do what I want it to do. You're almost better off like doing this kind of weird thing. I do like this extending down a little bit further. Almost do this and then do like a fence here. Maybe. Don't like that. Hey, Jedi Shrek, how's it going? Whoa! Let's not die. I'm having a decent day. How you doing? How you doing? That's probably a little better. I don't know what I want here. I don't know what I want. Let's go to sleep. You think it's bedtime for you soon? Fair enough. Well, if you're doing independent of bed, appreciate you being here for a bit and have a good sleep. Go catch the Z's. Get some good rest. Unwinding after a busy work day and then moving on to a couple of household chores. Fair enough. Yeah, today's definitely been a more low-key day for me on stream just because work. Work. Not the most fun of things. Occasionally it's fun. So I definitely feel that. Oh, we're here. I thought we were on it. What is happening? Why can't I right click it? Thank you. Took you long enough. Wondering if here we want to do this. And potentially do one of these. Actually, I don't mind that. It's not bad. We could do that. Cross. It'll give you some level of structure. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty simple. I want to mix this though. This feels very one-dimensional. It's 2:30. Jeez. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping in. Definitely go get some sleep. I wouldn't blame you at all. Can I not? Can I? What is happening? Whoop! Come back! Don't leave me. Thought we were friends. There we go. Good luck with the builds. Good night. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good sleep. Don't think we want that. I don't quite like that either, to be honest with you. I kind of like this more. Yeah, it's 8:30-ish here. 8:34 now. In the great state of Maryland. Where's it at? Come here, friend. I need your flying capabilities. That looks weird underneath. The top I don't mind as much. The bottom looks weird. I feel like these might need to be birch, if I'm being honest. I feel like that's better. I wonder if here, do that maybe? Or is that too textured? I don't know. It's not terrible. I do wonder if I get rid of this little thing here. Ooh, it's storming. It's supposed to rain here most of the week. Actually, where did I put my phone? Oh, my phone's right there. It's gonna be rain most of the week here, unfortunately. At least the temperatures have been cooler. It was pretty hot for a while. It's staying highs in the mid to upper 80s instead of being like 100. Thankfully. Wondering if we do this. No, that would still work. Oh, ad break going. We do this maybe. Break it up a little bit. I could do that. Oh, what we could do. Let's see. We'll do this instead. I don't want that. Nope. What I might want to do instead is that. That's not bad. Actually, not textured too terribly. Ad break is over. Welcome back. We could definitely use the rain, but these summer storms can get dangerous on occasion. Oh yes, they're pretty nasty. My coworker showed a picture of he had a tree fall, knock out some power lines. The power company left the tree hanging on the power. They reconnected the power lines, and then left the tree hanging on it. All right then. I guess if you want to do that. Instead of that, I did like that. Maybe that's too much. I'm almost wondering now. I'm trying a bunch of different ideas, of course, but I'm almost wondering if I want to do this. Get rid of these two slabs and do that and that. It was like a heart. It's kind of cool. This might be too bulky. Yeah, I think it's too bulky. Yeah, it looks weird. Put the birch back. It's Minecraft. You can always change it as often as you need. Fair enough. That's a fair point. Kind of like this being. That. Weirdly enough. So if I have a little landing strip here. I think it works pretty well. And you consider I'm going to light up this thing in the middle, but you can see the whole underside right here. Oh, what no, I couldn't do that. Say I could put it in here, but I can't do that. I mean, we could just put a redstone block here, and that should power it. Other thing I could do is look for a light source that is not a redstone lamp. I don't have any frog lights though, that would be a perfect thing to put here. What if I did just put a redstone block there? Nope. Don't like it. No thank you. So I want to put something there, but I don't know what it is yet. Racking my brain. If there's any other like light sources I could use or something. Go into the storage system. See if there's anything in there that I like. Because I can always just use like straight up glowstone, but I don't feel like that's as nice. Not when it's uncovered like that. If you cover it up with something, it's alright. There's a lighting section down here in my storage room. Let's go check that out. It's way... Nope. It's way down here. Candle, redstone lamps. Nothing fun. So we have things like jack-o'-lanterns. We have... What are they called? We're not using the sea lanterns. That would look weird. A frog light would look good, like a yellow frog light would go really well there. So what I might have to do is just kind of stick with a glowstone for now. Not the redstone lamp, but an actual glowstone. And then come back and replace it with frog lights once we have some. Which is surprising to say that we don't have some in this world, but I haven't made a farm for it, it's the problem. Where are my nether items at? They're in here. I think that's what we'll do. And it's gonna be the most sensible thing, because I don't like the redstone lamp, if I'm being honest. Not really what I'm looking for. So we can do that. It's not the prettiest, but we can do that. I need to go all the way down here and grab all the things that are dropping down here apparently. There we go. There's that. There's a piece of wood. Wood. There we go. Yeah. So we are going to take... I realized I placed my last... not last, but I placed a slab there when I didn't need to. Uh-oh. Well, it kind of glitched through the floor. Let's pick all this stuff up. Got my golden apples on me. I'm gonna cover this up. Do I want to cover that up? What if I made that a trap door instead? That would be better. Like an oak trap door, maybe? I got plenty of those. Yeah, that's not bad. I could go for a birch one, though. They'll probably blend in a little better. I could do that, but I feel like that's kind of a weird thing to put on the ground like that. Well, it's a little weird, but it's not like super weird. And it actually kind of works out kind of well. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, I want the birch one. Much better. I like that. It blends in a little better. The blending in is good. Nope. The oak one might be okay. But I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. All this podzol and stuff here. Let's pick it up. I think we're done. least for now. Nice little landing platform here. Nothing special, but something. What I probably should do, I'm gonna take Ernie up with me. Oh no, maybe I should leave Ernie here. I should get some leaves. Who doesn't love leaves? Got some up here. I think I'll put you in here. Ernie, I need you one more time, buddy. Have them falling off the side here. Yeah, that works. Mm-hmm. That looks about right. Yeah, that's good. That's the white fire staple. Gotta add the leaves to it. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's very good. Alright, let's put Ernie back in here. In here, buddy. Did I see that we were at 3,602? Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10. We love it. Yeah, it's got the right level of texture, got the right level of everything, really. Quite happy with that. So I said we would start today's stream here. I think we're good to stop working on this area. Oh boy, where does this go? Just put that in there, I guess. Oh, I had some glowstone in here. That's good to know. That's great to know, actually. I could have been using that the whole time. We're gonna head to the Nether for a little bit, I think. Do some work over there. I think is gonna be my next stop. But we spent, you know, the first close to an hour and a half of the stream working the overworld. It's nice to have that break. Shouldn't I think about it? How many hours are we at now? We're at 34. We're 34.4 days. 34.4 times 24 equals, we're at 825.6 hours, so just over 825 and a half hours. Reminder, our goal for the year is 900 and we started at, oh, I didn't write that down. So okay, I'll look at my book real quick. I wrote down all my goals. I mean, they're in this world as well, but I wrote them down in my handy dandy content book, real life paperback book. I wanted to get at least 160 hours played in the game this year. And we started at 740 hours. So we're 85 hours in. We're about halfway there, which is good. We're just over halfway through the year and we're just over halfway there. That's pretty good. We started that day 3,000. I think it was 3,300. Yeah, we started at day 3,300 this year, and we're at day 3,600 now, with a final goal of getting to day 3,800 this year. So we're over halfway there. We're at 300. Yeah, 300 days in. 200 to go. All right, but I also have a place in this book to write down my streams. So this is stream number 41. I have a goal this year of hitting 52 streams for 52 weeks, so at least a stream a week, basically. Average out over the year. We're at stream number 41 for the year, which is pretty good. We are on track to hit 52 probably sometime in September, towards the end of September. It would be pretty funny if we did hit it at the end of September, because that's when my birthday is. It'd be pretty cool if the 50-second stream was all my birthday, but we'll see if we hit it. We'll see if the timing works out, I guess. All right. Those who haven't seen it in a while, we can take a look at the all the progress we've been making over at the Wither Skeleton Farm. I want to take probably a section of this Wither Skeleton Farm perimeter and tackle it today. Oh, hello, Enderman. Please go away. There are so many Endermen over here too, because there's it's one of these forests. So we get so many Endermen. It's a bit unfortunate, honestly, how many that there are. All right, what are the big ones sticking out right now? Because I want to get something that's high up. Yeah, one of this is definitely a thing that's sticking out right now. We're probably not going to tackle this big thing. I mean, we could. I guess we could, technically. We could tackle this. Actually, it might be worth it to tackle this next. Is that a Bailey? Oh, is it a baby? Hi, baby. What? Is mommy annoyed with you? Have you annoyed her? Or have you been good? My dog has unfortunately been annoying us today. She's a habit of barking at anything that moves, really. No, she is a dog, so there's partially that, but she is, you know, being a little much. For sure. Stop here, maybe. Beautiful. Didn't realize this is what was up here. It's good to know. Oh, this area. So we'll work on this for a little bit. Do some insta mining. go. Next level down. Pick a small enough chunk where we don't have to... Don't risk as many mobs spawning, you know? Pick a small enough chunk that we can kind of just peck away at. That's the hope. Next level. Careful, I think up here. There's a gap somewhere? Yeah, right there. That's where we staircased up, so that makes sense. Once our inventory fills up, we'll go take some of these blocks and use them to work on some walls. That's what I typically do whenever I mine this area out, is that we take whatever I have in my inventory and we just work on some of the dividing walls around the perimeter. Walls that help keep the magma cubes out, to make our lives a little bit easier. And the gas. Keeping the gas out is pretty nice. Question becomes, where do we want to start? We did this. Oh, we need to deal with this little section. That's right. There we go. Lay some of the blocks down. I've done this so many times, I've almost like memorized the pattern. There we go. Fill in this little section. Start here. Whoop. Okay, I think that works. Ad break in about 5 minutes. We need slabs for this. Let's grab some slabs from over here. Prevent the magma cubes from spawning on the beacons. Ooh. I think 2 stacks should be enough. Oh, we've got a Bailey. She's laying in her bed next to my desk now. this up. Alright, put the rest of the slabs back where they were. We might want to get out of this. Actually, I want to drop some of this stuff off. We're going to drop the blackstone off here, and we're going to drop the netherrack off here. Do we have any sand still? Are we all out of sand? We have a little bit of sand. Let's see what we can do with this. I think I am going to need more, though. So we may have to take a quick bit of time to head to the overworld soon. Gather some sand. I'm using the sand to clear the lava in here. At least create a pathway for me to be able to build the walls right now, basically. Be careful of where the magma cubes are at. I slabbed all that area, so I don't have to worry about that. But this actually does remind me. We have a fire res potion on us, which I should put there. Put my golden helmet on to help us out. Where you at? I hear you. Oops, there's something over here. There you are. Two, three. A few more there. Decimated with the shovel. This needs to come down now. Those. This can actually stay right here. I mean, that should go, but this can actually stay. Just gonna actually take this down a level just to be safe. I am gonna do that as well. Ad is gonna start in about 17 seconds, by the way, y'all. Just FYI. Gonna keep an eye out for magma cubes while I'm here. Go. Actually worked out quite nicely. Well, there's a lot of you. One of those guys spawning. Take what blocks we have in our inventory and build up this wall now. Those magma cubes are coming dangerously close. Don't you dare jump up and try to hit me. Will not be a happy camper. Seem okay now though. Should be high enough up now they won't hit us. What am I building here? So I'm digging out a big old perimeter area from my Wither skeleton farm, and so we're digging out some of that area. I'm taking the excess blocks that I dig out, and I'm building up a wall around the perimeter to keep things like gas from spawning and floating in, things like magma cubes. The biggest thing is magma cubes. I almost died to a magma cube a couple months ago. That's when we started doing this. By almost died, I mean I was at half a heart. That close. So coming out of that, it's like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be digging out this area, I really do need to set up some protections for myself. So there's a whole series of bad decisions that led to me almost dying. You know, it wasn't just because there was a magma cube, but as one of the ways of helping to prevent myself from falling into that trap again, we're setting up these walls. But yeah, it's all for with the skeleton farm perimeter. Digging out I forget what the number of chunks is at this point, but digging out a giant cube around the farm itself. Been going on for about 9 months, 10 months. About is how long we've been working on the digging portion of it. The actual project idea started a few years ago. Just kind of slowly. I was doing other things first, and now I've just, in the last, 3/4 of a year, been really putting a lot of time and effort and energy into it. My pinky does not like me today, because I use control to crouch instead of shift. So I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. Don't crouch and just do it too high. I use shift for sprinting and control for crouching, and I think by default it's the opposite. This was back from my PvP days a while ago. Sprinting's a lot more important in PvP than crouching is. Always have several in-progress projects in our family Bedrock realm. It's nice to have, it's one of the things I actually recommend to people when they ask things like, how do you stay motivated, is to have several projects ongoing, because if you're working on one and you get bored of it, you go to another one, right? So, and then when you finish one project, you start another. Now you can take the Etho method and like just start projects and then never finish them. That also works. But I like to try to finish projects when I can, so. In Minecraft, there's not technically such a thing as a finished project. There's always more you can do to something. Mob farms and like crop farms and resource farms in general are a little different. Like there is a defined goal for some of those, but even then, you can kind of expand those forever if you really want to. You can redo them, you can do all kinds of things, so. I thought we were working on this section. What am I missing? Is it not this section? Was it up here? Ah, it's up here. quite nice to have several projects going on. So you can always bounce between them. That, so we're gonna fill that back in. Bump the music up a little bit. Grab some water while I'm here. Oh, hello there. There we go. A little scared of standing on top of some of this in case the floor gives way. Mine a block and all of a sudden there's no more floor. That wouldn't be good. So if we're over lava right now, it actually wouldn't be that bad. It's more if we're over a landmass right now. Yeah, we're over lava, so it actually wouldn't be that bad. I have the fire res potion on me, so as long as I have that, I'm good. And I have 2 pieces. No, I've got 2 pieces of prot, and then a piece of blast protection, and then a piece of fire protection when I have my nether helmet on. There we go. Almost to a full inventory. We'll go do the same thing of working on the perimeter wall once we've done that. There we go. Nope, no more I can pick up. Is it this section? I think it's this section. I have a storage area I can put this stuff, but if we're already working on the wall, it's kind of like a nice little break in between mining. Just kind of come over here and place some of the blocks. Not too much further. Yeah, not too much further. Time to get those chores. Always good to visit with you for a while. Please have a great evening. You too. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy those chores. Well, at least as much as you can. Some of them you might enjoy, but ones you don't, enjoy what you can. And again, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Always good to see you. Alright. I'll crouch a little bit here now that my pinky's not hurting so much. Oh, missing a spot. Once we have finished this part of the wall, we're gonna head to the overworld for a little bit. Go grab some sand. We've got a sand mining desert not too far from our main base, so head there and grab some sand then at that point. Is the plan. Ooh. Whoa. There we go. Let's fly across to the opening. We'll put the rest of this stuff into the storage, I think. This shulker, right? Think so. I don't think there's a portal at the... Ooh. Don't think there's a portal at the desert, but it's a, you know, single rocket Elytra flight from the base, so shouldn't be a big deal. Plenty of beacons here, though. Tons of beacons here, actually. Bloop. What is you? You are Ocean Monument. We actually want to be on the Bob Farm, I think. That'll be the best way to glide there. So this is kind of a mining desert here, but I pretty much stripped it of all of its resources. All of its sand anyways. Whoa! Let's actually go to sleep first. It is nighttime. Pretty cool to look at the castle from here. Sleep. I'll just glide from here. It's cool to be able to see the little Easter eggs as we fly around as well. I'm so glad that I did those things. It's pretty cool. Multiple levels of sand there. Did I choose an area here to be the sand mining section? I don't actually know. Did I do it down here maybe? Is it down here? Probably somewhere over here, if I'm being honest. If not, we can just go to the top of this mountain and just start mining away here. I'm not tied to any of these. Just kind of mining some straight lines. There we go. Pick up the sand. This thing stop right there. I think this hour section right here. There we go. Close to halfway, filling up our shulker box now. Not bad. Well, if we weren't halfway before, we're halfway now. Really love the sound of mining sand. It's not quite ASMR, but it is pretty peaceful. It's not a harsh sound, it's a very soft sound. You almost barely notice it. It truly does sound like sand, I will say. Like if I had to give sand a sound, it would probably sound like this. Maybe not everyone agrees with that, but I think it makes sense. Almost there. Don't know that I want to stand right on the edge. Afraid of suspended sand. A little afraid, a little afraid. We need about 3-ish more stacks. This. Do not want to fall off right about now. we need, let's see, what was that, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. Full shulker box. Get out of here. I think we need to go this way now. Sounds about right. Yeah, our ocean monument's right there. Pretty cool how everything's so close together. Alright, once we get over to our cliff here, that is going to wrap it up for today, y'all. 2 hours in. Got some pathway stuff done. We made a little Elytra cliff thing. We got a little bit of mining in the nether done. We got some sand. Did a lot, actually. For 2 hours. So, appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all hanging out. As always, this will go up on the archive channel. This spot will go up on the archive channel after today's stream. I should be live. Oh, actually, may not be live on Sunday. I may not be live on Sunday. I might be live Saturday instead, or I won't be live this weekend. Now that I think about it. I'll keep y'all posted in Discord. Which for now, there's invite links to the Discord. We're having some weird Discord issues. People, I think bots are able to get in and embed images and stuff, and so I've had to make some modifications to the moderation stuff there. But yeah, I'll let people know in Discord what happens for the stream this weekend. I'm hoping that I'm still streaming one of the days, but we shall see. So stay tuned. I appreciate y'all being here. I will see you all when I see you. Thanks for hanging out on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night. And have a great, great rest of your week. Take care now. Bye-bye.